I love the Pikmin series. It's one of Nintendo's greatest franchises, and it's just a very unique game. Very creative, survivalistic. It's a unique game. You gotta say unique so many times for this game because that's what it deserves. So, Pikmin 3 times 2, it's what we're gonna call it. Actually, Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 is coming out soon for the Nintendo Switch, so we need to discuss what exactly I'm expecting and wanting from Pikmin 3. So, let's dive into the Pikmin 4 wishlist. Now, I've already reviewed Pikmin 3 before, but I thought I'd just kind of run over my opinions of it. I think it was a really good game, fantastic story, good choice of adding in new Pikmins, different types. The only thing was, it was just a little quick. Like, I beat the game in under 2 weeks, and I only played in a week. I beat it in a week, wow. And I've recently beat it again, just because it was that good of a game, but then I still felt that it was just a little too short. Even with collecting all the fruit, it still felt like a short game, in my opinion. So, with Pikmin 4 coming in the future, I hope that they'll fix this issue just because, I would like to play a game and have it last as long as Breath of the Wild. Now, maybe not that long, because one of the main reasons I think Nintendo did that in the first place was so you could redo it and try to beat your record of how fast you could get out of the... Save Olimar and get the Cosmic Drive, how fast you could do that. But I think Nintendo didn't really think all that much about how much it would really affect the amount of story you got to do, which is... Oh. So with Pikmin 3, you had Alf, Brittany, and Captain Charlie. You also had Olimar and Louie, but they didn't really play, you couldn't play as them. They were a cool, story element, but they weren't really, main characters that you ever got to play as. So for Pikmin 4, I kind of want to see Olimar go on a solo journey like he did in Pikmin 1 and in Hey Pikmin coming out, or releasing for the 3DS this year. So I just want to see Olimar get hit by an asteroid again, except this time he's got tons of different types of Pikmin, and he's got a whole new agenda, like collecting parts and fruit at the same time. Just combine Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 1 together and boom. Or put them all together. You have to get no, that's too much. Just Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 3 together would be cool. Another element of Pikmin is... Another issue I had with Pikmin 3 was the fact that even though you got all the fruit or you failed, the ending didn't really change all that much. It was basically the same thing except slightly different sayings. So I want a thing that's just totally different. Kind of like how Pikmin 1 handled the endings. I want that to be played out except in Pikmin 4. So, with the ending of Pikmin 3, no matter how good you did, the ending was practically the same thing. So with Pikmin 3, I wanted the ending, about to fall over, I want the ending to be similar to Pikmin 1, where it had totally different endings depending on how well you did. They weren't completely different, but if they could just double what they did in Pikmin 1, and not double what they did in Pikmin 3, because then it would just be Pikmin 1's ending, and make it just very unique to how good you did, making it feel like you actually did something instead of just a slightly different message. Now, of course, if you only did one ending in the game, you felt like you did pretty good, but if you look at the other endings, they're almost exactly the same, so do a little better next time, Nintendo. It's just kind of my wish for that. So in Pikmin 3, you had 5 different types of Pikmin. I think that's a very good variety, and it mixed in with a lot of different things you had to do in the game. But adding in more Pikmin is debatable whether it's necessary or not. Because if you have 6, 7, 8 Pikmin, however many they would add in if they did this, it would just get kind of chaotic, and if you had 10 different types, you would only be able to have 10 of each, and that's just a very small number. But then again, if they only add 7, I could do with that. If they added purple and white back in, They honestly don't even need to add a new Pikmin in. They could just incorporate Pikmin 2's Pikmin and Pikmin 3's, and it would just be fine. Another thing I do want to point out is that in Pikmin 2, there was holes that you went into, and it stopped time. It stopped time over the, when you went in there, time stopped, and you didn't have to worry about it like you usually do in Pikmin. And that was a very unique thing, but they kind of ditched it in Pikmin 3. I kind of enjoyed it. I never got to play through it, but I did enjoy the fact, or liked the idea of that happening. So if they could bring that back in, they could bring back in Bulborb Pikmin, and then they could sneak in 6 types of Pikmin, but only in the hole. But then again, the holes would have to have an entirely new focus instead of just being to get parts. So, Nintendo, these are ideas for you. And if you focus on doing and watching this video, this may help you out. The main direction that I want Pikmin to go into exactly, Pikmin 4, I just want it to be just a pretty good sequel to Pikmin 3. Tie in a few things that were in Pikmin 1 and 2 that kind of got ditched for a few odd reasons, like being able to have holes, and then of course purple and whites and Bulborb Pikmin. They just kind of, Nintendo chucked them out of the way. They were in Pikmin 3 surprisingly, but only in mission modes and not the story. So just bring all the stuff back from the past and Pikmin 3. Like, Pikmin 3's good. All the menus and everything, just make more of it. That's all I want in this game. That is literally all I want from Pikmin 4. But what exactly do you want from Pikmin 4? Well, that's where I'm going to leave it to you guys to decide. So, have you played Pikmin? Have you just talk about it down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you're new here, or if you just want to stay up to date on everything the other night, because yeah. Or if you're not on YouTube enough, just get on the old internet and go to my website, also in the description box below. And I also have, Twitter. So, all that down there. And then the end card will also have more videos and a option to subscribe to me. So, there's no excuse right here for you to not join on the Gavin Knight Bagwagon. Because we've got a lot more stuff coming in the future. And if you like any of that crap, well, I'm just a sneaky fella. But, yes, Pikmin 4. I'm very hyped. I'm going to do a review of it, and maybe even Let's Play. And that will be the first blind Let's Play ever on the channel. So, Pikmin 4 hype. Let's go, boys!